Guys and dolls, Freedom Dad here, and yeah, it's Monday morning, and yeah, we've been on the move since 7 o'clock this morning, on the move again, and I just want to say Remembrance Day went really well. Spent the day the way I should spend the day. I won't ever be filming on Remembrance Day and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's because this is what I do every day. You know what I mean? So that's a day where I'm just going to show a wee bit of respect. And that's just me personally. It's a day that we remember our fallen from many wars, but we also remember our fallen from the conflict in Northern Ireland. And there's no getting away from that. That's who we are. Listen, I've got a wee video I want you to watch here, so I do. Like I say, I'm on the move. Trying to get everything. It's difficult. I want to get a video out. I want to get this video out. This is a problem I have. I'm always on the move, and sitting down with Wi-Fi and all. I've run out of data as well. What's needed? Jump in and grab some data here, and then hopefully get this loaded, get it up for you tonight. Got a live coming tonight, so I do. So it's non-stop. No, it really is non-stop. 6:30 this morning was up at, picked up at 7 this morning, around about 7, 7:15, picked up. Yeah, so really, really busy, guys. So this is a wee video just to a wee bit of shock and awe from Freedom Dad, you know what I mean? Because, it's all right, everybody talking about stuff and going on about stuff. I'm only going to show you a wee clip of this, you know what I mean? Just a small wee clip at the start, and then the link's in the description. And if you want to know more, have a look. I've brought this guy before. He's a young black man. Don't know if he's first, second generation. Came from Africa, and he does right-wing stuff. He's a right-wing activist in England, so he is. And yeah, he brings quite relevant stuff, and he doesn't mess about. There's no two ways about it. So yeah, it's just a bit of variety for you, you know what I mean? And yeah, mix it up and gives, what can the left say, you know what I mean? They keep calling us racist, but, I bring you Lubuna, who's a Pakistani Muslim, and I bring you Barack, who's, an immigrant from Africa, I'm quite sure. Maybe get him on the channel if he wants to come on the channel sometime. That would be really nice. Get a chat with him, find out who he is and where he's all about, what he's about, where he's from, how long he's been here, and what he thinks of it, and has he seen any racism and all the rest of it. You know what I mean? All these questions that nobody ever asks. You know what I mean? And everybody assumes that we're all racist and all far right. So let's get into it. Let's have a wee look at this quick clip.
These numbers are going to shock you. In 2004, over 90% of people who lived in Ireland identified as white Irish people. Yes, but that number changed 10 years after, because in 2014, that number went down to 82%. So what happened to the 8%? Did they just disappear? Where did they go? Well, a new report just came out saying that number has gone even lower. Yes, to how much? To what number? 69%. So the last 20 years, over 20% of white Irish people just disappeared from Ireland. Why? Where did they go? Did they just go on holiday and somehow never came back? What's going on? It's important. We need to talk about it. And there's things I'm going to show you here that's going to make you question what the Irish government is doing to the Irish people. I mean, there's places that's been turned into a little village, and houses are coming up, and all that is to just put illegal migrant there. Men, fighting age men. It's scary. And I think for the Irish people's sake, we need to talk about it.
So guys, this is quite serious. This is getting to a stage where when you count the amount of people that don't vote, and you count the many people that's in the country that are going to vote for the left, and all the rest of it demographically, and it's a nightmare for the future of the Irish people to get their country back. There's no two ways about it. And, the question is, where have they gone? I can answer that. I can tell you right now where they've gone. They've died. They've died. That's what's happening. They've died, and they're not being replaced by birth. That's what's happening in England. That's what's happening in Northern Ireland. And this is what we're trying to avoid. There's more people dying than there is being born. That's the problem. Okay. And this is something that needs addressed. It really does need addressed. We know what the problems are, and then we know what the solutions are. It's as simple as that. Any government that isn't addressing this right now isn't addressing the voting carry on, because we need to stop foreigners coming into our country and voting, because they will outvote us, because there's big, as you see with the stats, 60%. What's it going to be like in another 10 years? Will there be only 40% of white Irish people left in Ireland? We already see religious stuff coming out of Irish schools from Nell Connolly. He's telling us, I don't know what they are, Holy Communion and something else, all getting taken out of the Irish schools. Something that's been there since their great grandfathers and great grannies and God knows how far back. And now it's all getting taken out of the schools. This is our religion, you know. It'll be our religion next, Protestants. You know what I mean? As we see in England with the school activities. Pay attention, guys. Links in the description. Watch it all. Throw your comments down, and I'll see you all in the night.